This video is about the relationship between two lines in 3D space. The lines are parallel or coincident or intersect, or the two lines are skew. Skew means neither parallel nor intersecting. L1 and L2, the two lines are parallel if the direction vector b1 equals k times b2 and no common points between these two lines, then L1 parallel to L2. If b1 equals k times b2 and there are common points, then L1 and L2 are coincident. For intersecting or skew, R1 equals R2, and set up a system of three linear equations. Find the t and lambda from the first two equations. If t and lambda satisfies the third equation, the two lines intersect. The angle between L1 and L2, this will be the formula. If you want to get a acute angle for theta, you need to put the absolute value for this formula. If t and lambda do not satisfy the third equation, the two lines are skew. Let's go to practice. Find the relationship between the two lines, L1 and L2. We know this is a position vector A1, direction vector B1, position vector A2, direction vector B2. Since 1, 2, 3 equals 1/2, 2, 4, 6. So L1 and L2 are parallel or coincident. You need to check whether there is a common point between L1 and L2. Let's use the position vector A1, 1, -1, 2. We substitute A1 into L2. 1, -1, 2 equals -1, -5, -4 plus S 2, 4, 6 is true. 1 S equals 1, which means A1 is the common points in L1 and L2. So L1 and L2 are coincident. Let's go to second question. Still, we need to check direction vector. Since 1, 2, 3 equals 1/2 times 2, 4, 6. So L1 and L2 are parallel or coincident. I still use this point A1 on L1, 1, -1, 2. Substitute into L2, 1, -1, 2 equals 1, 5, 4 plus S 2, 4, 6. It's not true for S is all real numbers. So L1 and L2 are parallel. Let's go to number 3. First of all, let's check a direction vector. You could say B1 is not equal to k times b2. Either intersect or skew. We will set up R1 equals R2, which means 1 negative 1, 2 plus t times 1 negative 2, 1 equals negative 1, 6, 3 plus S 1, 1, 4. So we get the system of 3 linear equations. 1 plus t equals negative 1 plus s. Negative 1 minus 2t equals 6 plus s. 2 plus t equals 3 plus 4s. Let's organize. Get Ts equals constant form. T minus s equals negative 2. Negative 2t minus s equals 7. T minus 4s equals 1. Let's label equation 1, 2, and 3. We will solve these two systems of equations. We change the sign, then add 3t equals negative 9, t equals negative 3. Then plug into the first equation. Negative 3 minus s equals negative 2. Add 3 both sides. Negative s equals 1. S equals negative 1. Check the third equation. T is negative 3 minus 4 times negative 1. That equals negative 3 plus 4 equals 1. So L1 and L2 intersect. Since L1 and L2 intersect, we can figure out the coordinates of the intersection point P. Substitute t equals negative 3 into L1, or substitute s equals negative 1 into L2. I will choose to substitute s equals negative 1 into L2. X, Y, Z equals negative 1, 6, 3 plus negative 1 times 1, 1, 4 equals negative 1 minus 1, negative 2, 6 minus 1, 5, 3 minus 4, negative 1. So we get the intersection point P, negative 2, 5, negative 1. Since L1 and L2 intersect, we can figure out the intersection angle theta. Cosine theta equals, using the direction vector B1 and B2. So B1 dot B2 over length of B1 times the length of B2 equals 1, negative 2, 1 dot 1, 1, 4 square root. 1 square is 1, negative 2 square is 4, plus 1 square is 1 times square root. 1 square is 1, 1 square is 1, 4 square is 16 equals 1 times 1 is 1, negative 2 times 1 is negative 2, 1 times 4 is 4, square root 6 times square root 18, then equals 3 over square root 6 times square root 18. Theta equals inverse cosine. You don't have to simplify. We will use a graphing calculator. Equals 73.2 degree. Let's go to number 4. Since B1 is not equal to K times B2, these two lines are intersecting or skew. We will set up R1 equals R2 so that 1 plus t equals -1 plus s. -1 minus 2t equals 6 plus s. 2 plus 3t equals 3 plus 4s. For this system of 3 linear equations, change into t as equals constant form. T minus s equals -2. -2t minus s equals 7. 3t minus 4s equals 1. Let's solve the system of equations formed by first and second equation. Then check the third equation. Substitute t equals -3, s equals -1 into the third equation. 3 times -3 minus 4 times -1 equals -9 plus 4 equals -5. It's not equal to 1. So L1 and L2 are skew.